So if you feel like you have just too much technology in your business, today I'm going to show you how Real Brokerage has simplified all of that and put everything into one place. And in fact, I'm going to break down the 10, my 10 favorite features of the Real app so that you can actually run your business more efficiently. So most of this just adds a lot of noise, and we don't need more technology, we need the right technology. And so I've been in real estate for a really long time, and the industry's changing. And if we don't get on board with technology, and actually technology that works and that is simplified and streamlines our businesses, we're going to get left behind. So today I'm going to show you my 10 favorite features of Real's app, of their technology, that will streamline your business. Okay, so for starters, just having one simple place to go to as an agent for your business on your phone, because we're on the go so much, you don't want to have to pull up your laptop or your iPad. Again, most of us are working from our phones. So here you can see that you simply go to your Real app and you are instantly greeted by your production dashboard, your real-time production dashboard. So here, and I've got this in demo mode, so you can't see all of the numbers, but what you would see is your total gross commission. Obviously, you can see that there. Also, your cap, where you are, how far along you are in paying your cap. You can see in this case that I've actually paid my cap. My reset date is on March 1st. And then I've also, I'm well on my way to reaching elite status. This is actually where the company gives me $16,000 worth of Real stock as a production for hitting a certain production benchmark. But all of that is very transparent right there on your dashboard. You're going to see all of your commission income as well, your total commission, your net commission, your transactions, pending net commission. And you can actually, unpack this in a whole lot of detail here. We'll touch base on that in just a second. And then your equity tab. So you can actually see how much stock you've contributed since your cap reset date. And you can see all of that on your home screen. So again, just nice, transparent in one place. Now, additionally, if you want to look at your revenue share, you simply pull up your revenue share dashboard. Again, it's all right there in one place. You don't have to jump around to multiple apps. And you're going to see exactly in detail where things are. Okay. So additionally, on your dashboard, you will also see your revenue share insights. So if you click on that tab, you can see the agents that are in your network, the number of agents that you've personally sponsored, and then the number of agents, of course, that they have sponsored. And then you can see your upcoming payouts and all that good stuff. Again, all in one place. You don't have to jump around to multiple dashboards. Now, and you can see there are additional, you can go even deeper with payments and equity and commission advances, access to our mortgage team, additional reporting, and then know who your personal sponsors are as well, their contact information, all that good stuff. So again, all in one place. Now, one of the, I think, more exciting features is our artificial intelligence component. And why I say one of the more exciting is because AI is moving really fast in the real estate industry, as it is in every industry right now. But what makes our AI so exciting, and we call it Leo, by the way, what makes it so exciting is that because we built our technology from the ground up, it is fully integrated artificial intelligence powered by ChatGPT 4.0 into our technology. So you can see this little tab here at the bottom. That is Leo, always on, always running, doesn't sleep, always analyzing your business. And so what's neat about this, think of this as your assistant, and the capabilities of this thing today and in the very near future are, quite frankly, mind-blowing. And so today you could just pop in here, for example, and you've got some commonly asked questions like last transaction status, what was my GCI last year? So if you click on that, Leo's going to scan the system, and it's going to grab that information and put it front and center for you. There you go. Okay. And if you want additional information, then there's a tab there that you can go find that. Let's ask, how about what was my sales volume last month? Again, all questions that could come up that you would have to go searching for on additional apps, or maybe even call support in some cases. Here, it's all available in the palm of your hand. Now, here's where things get exciting. In the very near future, I mean like the coming days and weeks, you will be able to ask Leo, just like you would Siri, you'll be able to ask Leo questions, and you will get responses back in the founder's voice. So Tamir, who has a very unique, cool accent, will be responding to your inquiries, answering your questions. So super cool. And then additionally, in the very near future, you will be able to sit down with a buyer client for a buyer consultation. And that buyer client might say to you, hey, I'm looking for 3 bedrooms, 2 full bathrooms, up to $450,000 in this area. You're going to take that information and plug it into your phone, into our essentially our AI, and then how Leo communicates with your clients, if you want it to, by the way, you can turn this on or off, but how Leo communicates with your clients, what makes this so unique and so exciting. So you're going to plug that information in, and instead of asking our clients to download an app, like that's been the big thing for the past several years, is brokerages building their own, customer apps, and individual agents and teams having their own customer apps. Well, here's what we've learned. It's really hard to drive adoption. It's kind of the whole point of this conversation today is, people don't want more apps, but how they do communicate with us as their agents is very relevant here. So all 28,000 real agents are going to receive a unique artificial intelligence phone number, and Leo's going to take that information that you plug into your phone, and it's going to shoot your client a text message through that unique artificial intelligence phone number. And it's going to sound something like this. Hey, Rebecca, this is Leo. I am Clayton's personal assistant. Clayton's tied up with clients right now. We wanted to get a head start on your home search. We've identified some properties that match your criteria, and I've listed them below. Please let us know if you come across anything that you like, and I can schedule a showing for you. That's right. Leo can actually schedule a showing on your behalf. When that client, let's say Rebecca, texts back and says, hey, 123 Main Street looks really interesting. Can I see it tomorrow at 3 o'clock? Leo is instantly going to scan my Google Calendar for availability. And if I'm available at 3 o'clock tomorrow, it will schedule the showing on my behalf. If I'm not available, then it will suggest other times to Rebecca that might work. And once she confirms, then we're good to go. Additionally, Leo will draw the connection all via text through the importance of being pre-approved. So we'll ask all those questions. Are you paying cash for this property? Are you going to get a loan? And it will walk Rebecca, in this case, through the process of loan application and pre-approval. So lots of exciting things as it relates to artificial intelligence here in the very near future. Again, additionally, it is also producing marketing collateral for our agents, all generated by artificial intelligence as we interact with the system. So lots of exciting things coming there, all in one place in the palm of your hand. All right, let's talk about transaction management. Again, being able to run everything from the palm of your hand just makes this exciting and game-changing. So, I just, you see this little handshake tab down here. This is our transaction management dashboard. So you can actually view all of your transactions. You see we've got 85 in process up there at the top. We've closed 427. And don't ask me why we've terminated 91. Because I don't know. But if you click on any of these, you can get a very detailed view of what is actually happening with each of these transactions. And check this out. You can actually deposit Real's commission check or your commission check just like you would with a mobile banking app directly from the transaction management dashboard. You see that button there, you click on that button, you fill in some additional information, and it will ask you if it can access your camera. You take a picture of the front, you take a picture of the back, and you're on your way. How cool is that? You've got a built-in checklist here, so you've got a transaction management dashboard, fully integrated. You can customize it if you want to fit the needs of your business. Now, one more thing on artificial intelligence, as you begin to upload documents, and we're going to talk about our e-signature platform in just a second, but as you begin to drag and drop documents or create e-signatures within this app, then Leo will instantly scan, let's say it's a listing agreement that has been that you want to send to your clients to be executed. Well, as you upload it into this technology, Leo is instantly scanning that document for mistakes, and it will notify you of those mistakes directly from your dashboard here. And you can simply today click on that notification, and it will send you directly to the contract with the mistakes highlighted 1, 2, 3, so you can make those corrections, send it off to your client to be executed. In the near future, Leo will simply ask you, hey Clayton, would you like I've identified 3 errors in this listing agreement, for example. Would you like for me to address these mistakes for you? And it will take care. So yes, it will write and review contracts for you and make corrections and send it to your clients on your behalf in the future. So lots of exciting. If artificial intelligence can do it and it is applicable to our industry, then we will be able to do it again with inside the app. Now, I'm going to take us over to, and again, you've got access to every single transaction. You simply can, tab to the right or tab to the left and see all of your transactions in process. And what's nice about this as well is I can see, what my payout details are down to the penny on each of these transactions. And so again, I just love that transparency. All right, so let's check out our Real Signature platform. Again, all of this is mobile friendly. You can do this directly from the palm of your hand. And so one thing I want to make sure I touch on here is, and here's our Real Signature platform. This has been built from the ground up by Real, fully functional, so you can literally do this from the palm of your hand. One thing I want to make sure I touch on, with all of the changes with the National Association of Realtors, Real actually came up with this one-time touring agreement as basically a template. So when you're at an open house or you meet a client at a property for the very first time, it's really important to make sure that you have this touring agreement signed. Well, you can actually do this directly from the palm of your hand, and you simply fill out a couple of things there, and then you're going to send it to your clients right here. And so you're going to tell who to send it to, and your client right there in front of you will get an email that they can authenticate or authenticate in real time. It'll come back and attach itself in your dashboard. Again, nice and neat in one place, creating more efficiencies. So super cool. We've got all the templates, library of documents there as well. So fully functional e-signature platform. Now, one of the other features that I know I love and that our agents love is the ability to get in touch with a broker. So if you click on any of these transactions, right? So you can go either to your transaction page here and see all of your active transactions, and simply click on any of these transactions, and then you will see a call button. Okay, now once you hit that call button, and I'm not gonna hit it because it will stop screen recording here, but once you hit that call button, it will instantly call every broker in your state at the same time. And here's why they're doing that. Hopefully for obvious reasons, they wanna make sure that you get the support that you need as quickly as possible. But additionally, once the broker or a broker answers, Leo our artificial intelligence will record and transcribe the call. And it will attach a transcription of that call, in this case to Caldwell Avenue. Now, what's important about that is Leo is learning. So it's listening to the conversation, it's learning. And so in the future, it's very likely that Leo will simply ask you, hey, Clayton, are you calling about Caldwell Avenue? Yes, I am. Would you like or is there anything that I can help you with? Right? And you might say, yes, I have a question about X, Y, and Z. And because Leo has been listening to all of these conversations, here's what we know. We know that greater than 50% of the phone calls that our broker team is receiving are not broker related questions. They're more support questions, right? So Leo can handle 50% or more of these questions instantly, so that you don't have to waste your time, waiting for a broker, and it will reduce the amount of the workload for our broker team as well, so that they can focus on broker related issues. So super cool. Okay, now one of the things that I believe is important to point out is that we do offer a CRM. Now the only component that Real decided not to build, the only tech component, is the actual CRM. And the reason that they did that is because the concern of adoption is very real. There are too many options for us as real estate agents to choose from a CRM component. You've got Follow Up Boss, Sierra Interactive, Lofty, there are just way too many options. What Real has done is, if you are a Real agent, they have opened up the API on their technology so you can actually connect or integrate whatever CRM, as long as your CRM allows that. You can connect your CRM with this technology, just again to make the whole process smoother and provide more efficiencies. We do have a relationship with Lofty, and we have some massive killer deals, massive discounts for all of our Real agents on that platform as well, if you wanted to take advantage of that. All right. Now, moving on. So another feature that is relatively new that I think is just going to change the game for Real agents, and we are the only brokerage, to my knowledge, in the world that has this. We're the first to introduce it, and we're the only one that currently has it. And that is a fully functional banking platform built in to our technology called the Real Wallet. So you can see I clicked on this little like debit card icon down at the bottom, and it pulled up my wallet. Now, this is a bank. This is an actual bank. These are bank accounts. And one of the really cool things about this is that you don't have to leave this app now for your banking. So you can run your banking all from within your Real Wallet. Now, you can see here that I can see the cash that has been deposited into my accounts. I can see the stock. So this is just an overall picture of my, kind of wealth at Real as it stands today. So I can see the stock that I've acquired, my vested shares, my unvested shares. I can see the revenue share that's pending currently. And then I can move money. So I can automate, and here is a feature that I think is going to be very attractive and help drive adoption for this product. You can actually automate the movement of your money a la Profit First. So you can set up auto deposit rules, and you can see here that I've got 100 today. I have 100% of my income being moved to an income account, and I've got 100% of my revenue share being moved to a revenue share account. Now, what Real has done is today they have already introduced a tax account. So if you're familiar with Profit First, then you know that one of the important features of it is automating the movement of your money. For example, let's say you've got a $10,000 check that lands in your business account. You can see that on my screen there. Well, what if you could take 15% or 10% or 20%, whatever you want. You choose the percentage to be automatically moved into your tax account every single time you got paid. Now let's take it a step further. In the very near future, you will be able to set up multiple free accounts, business checking accounts, such as owner profit account, an owner pay account, an operating expense account, and you'll be able to choose which accounts are interest bearing as well and automate the movement of your money. That is so important. Please hear that. Automate the movement of your money so that when it's time to pay taxes, for example, when it's time to pay your quarterly estimated taxes, the money's there. You don't have to go, get creative like what we've all done if you've been in this business for any amount of time. And at the end of the year, God forbid, you get the call from your accountant, like most of us have received, and that call is, hey, I've got some bad news for you. You owe $40,000 to the federal or state government. Well, the money is there because you've automated the movement of that money and placed it in, potentially an interest-bearing account. So now also how this is going to work is as money lands in your account here in your business account, every Real agent will receive 2 cards, a Real debit card and a Real credit card. You've heard me talk about this on other previous videos. Now, if you decide to utilize this as your business banking platform, and you start swiping that debit card or utilizing the Real Capital, the Real credit card, you will begin to earn points, just like you would with an American Express card or Capital One Venture card. And this is so cool that Real is doing this. They have decided to give 50% of the interchange fee back to the agents that utilize this product, this fintech product, so that we can take that interchange fee and we will earn points, right? So that interchange fee will be automatically, turned into points, and we can use those points to offset the cost associated with running our businesses at Real. I hope you heard that. So we can reduce or eliminate all of the fees associated with running our businesses at Real. And I will tell you, if you think about the compound effect and being able to erase potentially $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 worth of fees on an annual basis over the course of the next 5, 10, 15, 20 years, it's a game changer. So we're all really excited about that. And then the line of credit, Real Capital, I believe is being announced next week, launching very soon now, a line of credit that you'll be able to access from within your wallet as well. And that line of credit will be based on your assets. Again, I've created videos about this previously that you can go and check out. And Rebecca, we can link those in the description below. Okay, let's jump to Real Academy. Again, like not having to leave this app, your phone, for anything, including really high-level training. And so you simply click on this little tab, these 3 bars at the bottom, click on Real Academy, and it's going to take you right to our training academy. Now, a couple things to point out here. Leo, our artificial intelligence, as you are engaging with our technology, Leo will begin to tee up trainings and masterminds for you. Maybe it's a luxury, how to market your luxury listing. You just put a luxury listing into this tech for the very first time. Leo's going to grab a luxury training, how to market that luxury listing effectively, being taught by one of our top luxury agents, and just put it in your dashboard here without you even having to ask it to. Right? And if you interact with that training, then Leo's going to say, you know what, Clayton liked that training. I'm going to tee up more trainings like that for you. If you ignore it, then Leo's going to learn based on your unique preferences. But back to Real Academy. So now I will tell you that the Academy has just gone through and is continuing to go through a massive overhaul. And this concept of One Real that I think is worth touching on here. The concept is that all 28,000 agents, the best of the best, the people that qualify to give back and teach back to the greater Real community are the ones that are pouring back in Real Academy. And now, what makes this so unique is that many of our competitors have decided to hold their coaching and training tight to the vest for their little individual networks. That is not what One Real, the spirit of One Real, the culture of One Real is that we are going to teach the entire Real community, not reserve the very best training for our little individual networks. And you can see that play out here within Real Academy. Now, you've got all of these curated experiences, again, that you can access directly from the palm of your hand anywhere in the world, as long as you have access to an internet connection. So if you're a new agent, you simply click on here and you start your career right there. This guy, Jonathan Silva, is one of the best at teaching new agents. So you can take any of his courses right within the Academy. There's the course overview. You can watch any of his previously recorded sessions or sign up for his live session today. And again, this is truly like A to Z, like how do you do it? This is one of the most popular courses in Real Academy, especially for new agents. And then you can see, again, there are learning categories. So if you want to learn about attraction, business development, niche marketing, online marketing, personal development, skill building, tools and technology, all being built and taught by the men and women that are doing these things at a really high level. Super cool. And again, all in the palm of your hand. All right. Now, we touched base briefly on the elite agent recognition. I want to, before we wrap here, 2 more pieces. I want to touch base one more time on the importance of being a producing agent at Real. Now, if you are a producing agent today and you're not at Real, check this out. So when you pay your cap, and again, very transparent, you can see it right there from your dashboard. I've already paid mine. As I said a few minutes ago, you pay your cap plus $6,000 in post-cap transaction fees. And you can see here that I've paid $4,196 towards my post-cap transaction fees. Once I pay the $6,000, Real gives me $16,000 worth of company stock. Now that has a 3-year vesting period, but once I'm with the company for 3 years, every year after that, I have $16,000 worth of company stock vesting. What gets exciting about this is what if the stock goes up, right? Stocks go up, stocks go down. I have to say that for SEC purposes. But what if in 3 years the stock is trading at 20 or 30 or 40 or 50 as we continue to scale and add additional technology and fintech to our platform? So that's an exciting opportunity for all of us that are producing agents. All right, so I want to wrap with this concept of being able to run our businesses from one place, this cloud-based flexibility. And what Real has decided to do is go all in on their technology. And I'll tell you, we've got over 100 people working on our tech team today. We are spending a ton of money on an annual basis, making sure that this not only works and works well, but is ultimately providing the efficiencies that our agents need and demand to run their businesses from anywhere. Frankly, from anywhere in the country, soon from anywhere in the world. And to not have to jump around to multiple platforms, if you want access to, transactions, you want support, or you want to, learn about, how your finances are doing, or coaching or training, it just becomes way too cumbersome. Having everything in the palm of your hand has been, as I said, just game changing for our agents. So in closing, if you are with Real, now we have 100% adoption on our technology, which is again unheard of, but there are probably some pieces here that you have not taken advantage of. I would highly encourage you to take advantage of them. If you are not with Real, then I would highly encourage you to take a peek at how Real might be able to help you sell 1, 2, 5, 10 more properties a year because of the efficiencies that our technology is providing to its agents today. Hey, thanks for joining us today. Clayton Gits. We'll talk next time.